Hi, Taurus. So, as I was doing the pre-shuffle, this came out. Now, I didn't want to put it back for the camera, so because it is so freaking awesome, and I'm going to keep it because I think it was meant for you. New emotional beginning. Messages for Taurus. New beginning in love. A new offer. Oh. Interesting. Three of Wands. Now there's delay and frustration on a new emotional beginning, a new offer. Your foundation is that you're coming out of the Hangman. Hangman in reverse. Stalling, fear, sacrifice. Needless sacrifice. So you're not collaborating or expanding or not wanting to expand because you are afraid of some kind of sacrifice or some kind of needless sacrifice. You don't want to sacrifice something in particular, or obstacles, delays, and frustrations are due to stalling. In the past, you were balanced, so trying to bring balance. You've just brought balance back into your life after a really unbalanced situation. Perhaps it was the alignments that you felt unbalanced. Perhaps it was, your life situations that brought you unbalanced, or your work situations. There was an imbalance somewhere and it was affecting you emotionally. And in the past, you felt more you brought back balance back into your life. And you set a situation that threw you off emotionally back into a more tempered and stable place. Perhaps you fear collaborating with a certain situation because you don't want to go back to instability. And so this fear is making you stall. Your goals and your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at present, is the judgment on its side, a lack of, you don't want to make a final judgment or a final decision. And it's on its side, so it's like indecision still. You're still not decided because maybe it took you a lot to get back to the stability. And so far, you have not had a very good situation in the past, and you fear to go back towards it. In the future, though, you're going to go ahead and give an offer, or someone will give an offer to you towards something that you feel that you were divinely positioned to go towards. Now, Ace of Pentacles can be, the hand is like the gift from God or the gift from the divine. It could be divine giving gifts. It could be an offer, a job offer, or possibly a new business beginning. If you're going to, become your own boss in some kind of way. And it's going to go ahead and an Ace of Pentacles is like, it even could be an inheritance, but it's not something that's like lottery, like it's a big payout. It's something like an opportunity that you have potential to make generational wealth and legacy wealth. And you have a potential to expand on something that is like, you feel like is divinely given or divinely guided towards you. Now, 8 of Swords in reverse. This is how you see yourself. You feel like you came out of some kind of oppression, possibly even a depression period, and you are slowly getting your energy back from it. Perhaps there was some kind of change within your life, a change like a loss of a job or a breakup within a family situation, and now you're unsure if like you want to go back into that situation or still work on that situation or go towards somewhere new. And I feel like it's somewhere new because Ace of Pentacles and aces, 2 aces are new. This is something brand new. But there is a delay on that. This is also like self-acceptance, feeling free. And perhaps you were in some kind of, like I said, in some kind of oppression or felt oppressed. And how they see you, the Hierophant, you could have how anybody on the outside, your environment, family, friends, other person on the other side, they could see you as the Hierophant. This could depict like a contractual relationship, a marriage, common law relationship, or possibly you work in some kind of government, military, hospital, police force in some way. Now the Hierophant is someone who is intelligent, spiritually learned about all things within society that holds them together, and a deep connection within the divine as well. So the keys is knowledge, the keys to knowledge. So they see you as someone who is very knowledgeable, but perhaps somewhat rigid and stoic. The Hierophant is also someone who is disciplined, because like every person that seeks knowledge, there needs to be a certain amount of discipline in order to commit the time and energy into seeking knowledge. Perhaps they see you as a partner, as their partner. Someone who is, maybe you are their partner or you were, but they feel like a deep connection to you. And they definitely have a high opinion of you. And perhaps you do have some kind of position of authority in some kind of way. And if not, this is highly in your chart and you represent the characteristics of the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be a deeper union, like I said, for contractual arrangements, marriages, long-term relationship, long-term union. They see you as that, but you feel like you're free, that you will gain some freedom from oppression. The sun is on its side, your hopes and your fears. I feel like I feel like you're afraid to make a decision because you've had wrong moves in the past. And perhaps you were letting shadows of your past kind of project certain kind of futures that, like a disaster thinking. Like everything will be bad, this isn't going to work out, she probably won't like me, or he probably won't like me. He or she seems like a cheater, or they only want me. So the Hierophant can also be seen as someone who has these rigid values and beliefs, and somebody who believes that things can be a certain way. It's also the card of Taurus, and Taurus can be quite rigid in their thinking, because they are so deeply learned and knowledgeable, right? So this is your card. But along with that, it can put you on the side of a type of rigidity, or feeling that, oh, well, I know what I'm talking about, because, to the point that you could be blinded to other situations and perspectives over the things that you know to be true. It's like having a bias in some kind of a way, that what you see is what it is, and not really see that it's mainly a perception, and the situation could look different depending on people's perceptions. Your hopes and fears is the sun on the side. What's holding you back from giving an offer is disaster thinking, that I just got out of something, you just got out of something, and it was really destabilizing, and it seems like you were trying to get your boundaries back, and you were coming out of some kind of depression. And along with some kind of depression, it leads to some kind of indecision, because sometimes you don't have the energy to go towards your goals. And even if you do make a judgment, and if you make a judgment and if you don't go towards it, you feel like a sense of I don't know, resentment towards yourself. Like you could beat yourself up or something, I know what I want, but I'm not doing it, and blah, blah, blah. So instead of just sitting where you are and, understanding that maybe you're not putting the energy into something as of yet, just tells you that maybe you're not all that ready, and it's fine if you're not ready, if you feel like it's something that, that you are worried about going towards, because maybe you were coming out of something that was really heavy, and you don't want to rush yourself into something new before you had the proper time to heal from the last situation. And there is a sense of pessimism along with that, of course, which leads you to a lack of judgment, this isn't going to work out, why should I put the energy in? But ultimately, I feel that you're going to come out of that. Maybe you're going to get some kind of offer in the future that you don't know about, some kind of payout in some way, some kind of either a job offer, or, your taxes, government funds, or an opportunity to start something of your own. And you're coming out of that fear, and you're slowly getting the self-confidence in order to go towards someone or something. And I feel like it's someone. I really do. Or if it's not somebody, then it's towards an opportunity, a job offer to establish yourself, because Pentacles is it's tangible wealth, right? So whatever fear and indecision that you're having, you're going to get some kind of tangible offer, and it's going to get you out of feeling oppressed. Somebody sees you like you could be their divine counterpart, possibly, or you're very learned and stoic, that you seem to have a lot more knowledge underneath. And you seem like a disciplined man. Possibly you do have some kind of government job or medicine or some kind of organized field like that, medicine, you know. Your goals, your hopes and fears, the lesson to be learned blocking your development. Your hopes and fears is that maybe that this isn't the right thing for you, that maybe if you put your energy into something and give that offer that it won't work out, or maybe it's a fear of actually having someone accept that offer and you getting what you seemingly want, but then you don't want it anymore, or you changing your mind, or possibly even a fear of some kind of success. Like, am I ready for something? Am I ready to commit into that job? Am I ready to commit into that new person? Or to reach out to that person and extend an offer or a hand? And like I said, this indecision is something that is kind of keeping you away from your joy and happiness. It is on its side. And a lack of making a decision is a decision on its own, right? So whatever you're working on or whatever you're working towards, I feel like you're trying to reestablish yourself. And maybe that has to do with not giving an offer out or wanting to accept any kind of offers, because you're trying to establish yourself into a new field of some kind. And your outcome, your reward, the quality or tool that will help you achieve a breakthrough is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, you know, she is a mother. She's like the ultimate mother. She has everything that she needs. She's abundant. She nurtures herself and others. And she accepts the most lowly beings into her arms and nourishes them into creating them into the most beautiful version of themselves that they can, because within her, love brings a new sense of life, and it brings abundance to her doorsteps. The Queen of Pentacles is very beautiful. She's fertile. You know, she's usually depicted as like someone in richly robes and someone who is nurturing that pentacle, and it's someone who could manifest the material into her world just by thought, and uses the things around her and her resources to create more wealth and abundance. And this is you as well, Taurus, Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant. It's time to nurture yourself as well, whatever you're trying to build and go towards. The confidence that you're trying to build up will build over time. If it's somebody that you want to go towards, you know, make sure that you say hello. If it's a person, you know, you make conversation with them, you know, you be open to any kind of offer. Don't be so standoffish and afraid, because it's like you're fearing a disaster before it happens, and sometimes that inadvertently brings disasters. You want to nurture something. And the way you nurture whatever you're trying to build and create is that you nurture yourself as well. You want to nurture some kind of offer or some kind of new beginning or new path or a new relationship, but there is a lack of making a decision. because you're afraid that someone will reject your offer, or you may not have what it takes, or you're not good enough, or possibly that whoever you want will reject you. And maybe if you're dealing with somebody in particular, you are really questioning if something should continue, because you're not sure that you want it, or somebody acts like that they don't want the relationship anymore, or is unhappy with your performance, and it was something that you put a lot of work into, that you nurtured, and that makes you really question if you still want it, if you still want to work for it. And you're starting to wonder if this is a lack of judgment, because you don't feel like you're getting the proper appreciation or validation in some kind of way, and you're starting to question if this is the right path for you. But I feel like it is, because you're gonna get some kind of offer in some kind of way, or give one. And I feel like if you just keep working towards your goals and where you need to go, because you have the knowledge, but it's your fear of failure or rejection that is stopping you from achieving the goals. But I feel that you will achieve it. You will create a structured, organized, and stable home. And you are abundant, and you will be. And that's why you feel like it might be a lack of judgment to go towards something new, or maybe a situation from the past, or a situation in your future, because like you want to nurture your abundance, and you're afraid that things won't work out like they usually do. What's underneath is a King of Swords. This is something that you don't know. This is the energy that is below the surface. The King of Swords can be someone, it's an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And the King of Swords they're very analytical. They're extremely intelligent. They could be doctors, lawyers, They also see things in black and white sometimes, because they're all about facts, and they're all about knowledge. So they don't let their emotions kind of get in the way of their decision making. And maybe that's the thing that's kind of holding you back, because logically, you don't know if it's going to fit in with all of your goals or what you're going towards. You want to be a lot more observant and properly vet the people that come around into your space, because you feel like you trusted too easy in the past, and it did throw you off balance, and you had to regain that. And you have some kind of goal that you're going towards, but it's like you're just living day to day trying to reach that goal, but you're not really living in that day to day. It's mainly just being focused on that one direction. And you want to be careful not to miss out on life as you're trying to build towards something or strive towards something. And sometimes, like when it comes to the tangible world and life, what is something that could benefit you is to get more grounded. Try to properly give yourself sections of time throughout the day where you're not working that you can give back to yourself and your loved ones. Try to go out and get more grounded on the land and, get near water, or, like take long walks, or, just something to bring you back into yourself and to enjoy the everyday and every second that it gives you, and understand that everything around you is a resourceful gift from the divine. It's not all about the accomplishment or the goal. Our time here is to live our lives and to spiritually grow as well. When we meet other soulmates that come into our lives, or, if we just trying to become better within ourselves and work on ourselves and be more appreciative of every day and every second that we have. Sometimes when you think so logically into a situation, you kind of lose out on the emotional aspect. And I think that's kind of what air signs struggle with, and earth signs on the other side struggle with as well. Like, sometimes if you have a lot of air in your chart, it takes you a while to figure out your emotions. And I guess that's one thing that earth and air have in common, because, because cups are water, cups are emotion, and maybe there's a need to tap into your more emotional side as well, because there's an aspect within your life that you're missing, and life isn't always about goals. I'll give you some advice, Taurus. Temperance. Okay, so in the past, you did regain your balance and your stability. But the thing is, like, you want to try to keep yourself stagnant into the place that you are now. And although it is a good place, know that whatever place that we're at, we're never supposed to stay in that one situation or this one way of being forever. We're supposed to evolve, right? And yeah, you're temperate, you're getting your balance back, but you shouldn't close yourself off to change, because you're pessimistic to start a new beginning because of chaos and conflict. That'll have a lot of chaos and conflict within your life. And that's why you're afraid to give out this offer, even though you feel deeply connected to it, or fully commit towards this job with feeling okay as you're striving to get it without the kind of monetary validation or, like physical validation from other people or monetary gain. Because what Tauruses, they don't like is to waste their time. They don't like failure, and they like to know that whatever they're doing, that it's going to be worth it. And you're not seeing that right now. And that's what's kind of throwing you off balance. But know, if you keep working towards whatever goal that you're going towards, if you are building a business, it will grow and it will give you an abundance, because it has a lot of potential to grow. Clean it up, though. What's this clean it up? All that glitters. But before you were given this abundance, for this payout, Spirit wanted to make sure that you got rid of everything that was high conflict out of your life, because it was blocking your blessings, or at the moment you would have been given your blessings, it would have been squandered by people that you had around you, and there were certain sacrifices to be made in order to free up your time and energy to go towards your goals completely. And you had to kind of see the vultures within your group, or, you know, the people who were sabotaging you unknowingly, and it looks like there was. You're trying to clean up your life, and you're trying to gain some stability. Perhaps you were waiting for some kind of payout before you extend an offer or accept any, because you found a lot of people who did take advantage of you, and people that were close within your circle that you trusted enough, and you knew enough that you had a certain kind of perception about them, and it turned out to be wrong, and it turned out to be something that was deeply detrimental for you, and perhaps you lost in some kind of way, in a monetary way, and now you're just trying to bring things back into balance and create a new foundation for yourself. All that glitters isn't gold. Maybe there's people within your energy that is not exactly how it seems. It's important for you to listen to your intuition. You were meant to cut off the ties that bound you, and that held you back, and that was sabotaging you. Because, you know, usually when you start off on that spiritual journey, it's a journey that you have to start off with on your own. In the beginning of that, you know, you're trying to listen to Spirit and your intuition. There could be some kind of depression finding out that somebody was less than honest, and it was something that was deeply painful for you, and you're definitely trying to heal from that. And it's okay if you need some time before you jump into anything else, because stability is extremely important for a Taurus. And when a Taurus is not financially stable, it could destabilize you in a way, and it could seriously affect your self-worth. But you don't want it to do that, because you are more than just your tangible wealth and what you have, like in your bank account. You are the divine knowledge. You know, you are someone who knows all things within the earth of society and humanity. And you don't want to determine your own self-worth by what you have. And perhaps that's something that should be kind of like looked into, as to why you associate your self-worth with fortune, and why it affects you so deeply that it could bring you into some kind of depression. And I totally understand this, though, as a Capricorn moon in sidereal, you know. And maybe that was the thing that was affecting your self-confidence. And also the fact that you found out that people within your circle, people that you trusted, was so not who you thought they were, and it did leave you in some kind of depression. But it was needed in order for you to get some kind of awareness about yourself. Truth be told, somebody was wearing a mask, and it did lead to a lot of conflict, and you are getting over some sort of heartbreak with a soulmate. But we have more than one soulmates within our life, right? And I feel like there's someone within your energy that you would like to give an offer or accept an offer from. But the fear aspect and of not having enough and not being established enough is destabilizing you, and you can't wait till everything is perfectly in a row and your bank account is totally replenished, and and all of the right things that you need in place or ordered before you start living your life. It's like not allowing yourself to live your life until you have some kind of expectation of yourself reached. But that's not life, because you're keeping yourself away from something that could be really amazing for you. But maybe maybe if you're dealing with somebody in your past, if it was a partner, an air partner, or someone with air in their chart, possibly a husband or a long-term boyfriend, I feel that there is some kind of rejection from the past, or feeling rejected by you. I think you're dealing with an air sign that's afraid of rejection and has some self-confidence issues as well, because they see you as someone who is beautiful and abundant and has all they need, and they feel like if they offer something to you that you're not going to want it. It's like, what can I offer Taurus when she has everything, Taurus is amazing. She's beautiful. She's handsome. She or he is abundant. She's like, what do I have to offer? And if I do, she's not going to want it. So maybe I shouldn't. And maybe you're both, whoever is in your sphere, and it's someone you're thinking about in particular that you haven't went through, or you haven't kind of made it official to go out or something, that you've seen each other, you've spoken, you feel a pull. This person is afraid to come towards you because they're afraid of rejection, and they feel like it's a bad idea. And you've been waiting to accept some kind of offer and nurture things, but maybe you're both getting out of some kind of crap situation, and you're both trying to establish your your abundance. And that's why you're not going towards it. But it is bothering the both of you. You have a soulmate that is an air sign, building up the courage to come towards you. They see you as someone who has a lot of potential, to have some kind of lasting relationship with. Just if you get any kind of gift, though, don't be afraid of success, that you block yourself off from every opportunity, because you could block out your blessings. And it's important to not have some kind of disaster thinking that everything is just going to end up the same way as it always has. And they're going to portray you in some way because, you know, like, whatever you think about, you bring about. And if you think that everybody is a lying, cheating, like, thief, then you're going to meet that kind of characters. But I feel like someone or something is going to be divinely guided towards you. You just had to do some house cleaning and get rid of things that weren't right for you. And that included people, places, and things. Possibly even jobs. But that's what I got for you, Taurus. If this resonated or if it was helpful, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the algorithm overall. And also, if you feel moved to donate, feel free to donate to the channel in the description box below. And if not, it's cool. I still love you lots, and I will talk to you later. Bye.